Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Waltons review. Uh, where we are reviewing the Gypsies. They're a pretty good episode. Hey, Germ, did you know Son of a Red Shirt?
Not well.
Yeah, neither did I. So, yeah, we lost one of our members of our community today. I did not know him very well there, but Jedi Bill was a good friend of him. And so were the people who go to Doomcock's channel. Were big friends of him. There, my condolences go out to the family there for him. But anyhow, let's go on with our episode here. Um, so we'll start out with the prologue. Now, the one thing I noticed about this with the prologue is this is the first time we had like a lot of stuff going on in the background. Normally, they just show like the mountain going up the mountain and all that with John Boy, but they actually had a storm in the background.
Yeah, I've never really paid that close of attention to it. So,
Yeah, it's something we actually had a lot of background. But here's the prologue. Times were hard everywhere during the days of the Great Depression, but on Walton's Mountain we are better off than most. To many, though, it was a time of wandering, of looking for some better place, a new grasp on life, or a change of scene. And I remember when some wanderers came to our mountain one wild, stormy summer night. So, yep, that's our prologue there. Too bad I couldn't actually play it because fuck you, Warner Brothers. That's coming from the bottom of my heart. So go ahead and share that. So yep, here's where we get the opening. Here we got these guys. They must have not locked up the house very well. Oh wait, they go through that window they left open, didn't they?
I believe so, yes. It really doesn't matter. Window wasn't open, they would have smashed it.
Yeah, but it's unlike Jason and John Boy to forget something like that. So yep, here they got. They're breaking in. They're lighting the stuff up, lighting the candles. I think it'd be interesting to sit down and have a conversation with like people like this here that are from Bulgaria, and they sit there and they travel the country. They're trying to find a place to settle down. I think it'd be
It'd be
interesting
a
to have.
little difficult at this point in time.
Yeah,
1,000 years of Muscovites, Cossacks, and Soviet extermination plan.
oh yeah, and then the ones that did survive, they're scattered. Kind of like the Armenians got scattered. Is Armenia even still a country?
I believe so, but I haven't really checked in quite a while. It's one of those places that doesn't really matter.
Well, it's one of those. I think they misused the word there because they said because during World War One there was the Armenian genocide, but like there's 110,000 uh, Armenians were killed, but
Well,
out
when
of
your
how many of
population is
death?
under a million,
What?
when your population is under a million, give or take, 100,000 is sort of important.
Yeah, but it's not like they completely wiped them out.
They didn't. Old mustache man didn't get all the Jews either, but it's still a genocide.
Well, they gave that a special term, the Holocaust, and the Gypsies were part of that, and so was the 6 million number is a little off-putting. Yes, a vast majority of them were Gypsies, but it was also the handicapped. It was the Gypsies. It was the Slovakians. Basically, anybody he didn't like.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
The only group of which that he didn't need to talk the Germany and basically the rest of Europe into putting into those camps were the Gypsies. They were already hated without any propaganda.
Yeah. And now was it? Now are these people here in this episode? Were they the rarity or were they the rule? And just a few bad apples gave them the bad name.
They're the extreme rarity from what I've seen, even in this country.
Okay, I've never ran into gypsies, and I've never looked into the culture of the gypsies there.
Imagine Christian scientists who live in an RV with sticky fingers.
Oh, like the Church of Scientology.
Not quite that bad.
Oh, so these people are a step up from the Church of Scientology, huh?
The Church of Scientology is industrialized theft.
Yeah. They make J.P. Morgan and what's that other big bank just look like pocket pickers, huh?
Yeah.
I can't remember what that other big
Actually,
one is.
there's a lot of people in J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, who happen to subscribe to the Church of Scientology.
Oh. All right. So anyhow, here's they find the still and they're finding the recipe there. They just take a little, just a smidge. I don't think the Baldwin sisters would miss them. Apparently, they hit a tree and broke an axle, or they just broke the axle, or they broke a wheel. Yeah. So they go and take them, the women and the baby, to the Baldwin place. You really can't blame them for breaking in because they were desperate.
Yeah, let's just say their lifestyle led to extreme desperation.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be horribly racist to gypsies here.
Yeah. I commend you for that. I haven't had to deal with them, so like I'm on neutral footing. Like I've heard a lot of bad things, but I've never met any personally. So here we got Mary Ellen just dreaming about going off somewhere. She's reciting some poem, which I don't really care. There. And then we get John Boy reciting they found a new word. Ambivalence. Where the hell that's supposed to?
Ambivalence.
Yeah, ambivalence. I'm kind of glad we don't have this problem anymore with our radios or anything. Where storm and you don't have a radio no more.
Yeah, FM radio was a godsend.
They must have only had AM back then. I think FM was invented in the 50s, or was that invented during the war?
It became popular in the civilian market after the war.
Okay, so it was invented during the war, for the war. Alrighty. Yeah, because it wasn't very popular at this point. Oops. Alrighty, so eventually they just say turn it off because it's driving them crazy. This is when John Boy comes down, and they think they left the window open. So they're gonna go check on that window there in the middle of a storm. It's a little late now. The whole time I was thinking it's a little late now, but apparently when you get a big storm like that, it doesn't rain. And they hear rustling in the chicken coop, and they have John come out. There's a big ass hole, so they got to go fill in the hole. It took four of their hens. I don't know how many How many chickens they had?
He should have several dozen.
Yeah, well, at least they replaced themselves pretty fast.
All he has to do is get the roosters in there.
Yeah, so here we got them cooking and stuff and eating, and the baby has a bad cough. Now they're very superstitious. They said something about black rain. Something came out of the sky and it was black rain.
Extraordinarily superstitious.
Yeah, and the wind is trying to suck his breath away. I mean, this was they went out of their way to go with the superstition.
Yeah. And until the last few decades, it was extraordinarily prevalent.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, these are the people that Christendom missed in Eastern Europe. And that's very hard to do considering how the Russian czars pushed Eastern Orthodoxy.
Yeah. No, it's kind of funny that they don't call her like grandma or they don't have a special word. They just call her the old one. I chuckled a little bit at that. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm sure they do have a word for it. It's just either inappropriate or unpronounceable.
Or it's one of those that could be mistaken by the censors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the baby's sick. And this guy finds the recipe, so he grabs a couple jars. I'm guessing for some reason, everybody loves the recipe. I'm guessing there was not much to compare it to around there.
No. But you gotta remember, the old judge spent his entire life perfecting that recipe.
Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, so. Oh, whoops! What'd I do? Oh, what did I do? Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Share screen. So yeah, he grabs a couple jars. And apparently Grandpa's talking about that how there was no rain last night there, and Grandpa says something about the crescent never rains when the crescent moon at the certain. So Grandpa was very superstitious there,
Yeah.
and Mary Ellen's gonna go toss a few dishes. Here, I'll just play a second of this.
How'd you know that, Grandpa?
Because of the new crescent moon tilting upwards. It never rains when it is in that position.
Okay, that's about as much as I can play. Because fuck you, Warner Brothers. Alright, so yeah, when the new crescent moon is in an upwards tilt position, whatever, it never rains. I don't know how true that is.
Completely irrelevant to the weather.
Yeah, apparently they forgot to go check on it. So John has to go to Dyke. So he said if they hurry up, they can go. They can give him a ride in the truck. So they're gonna go warm it up. And here they're fixing their wheel. Man, I would hate to have to. That was one strong milk canister to hold up that wagon, though. One really strong, because it didn't even.
Cast iron, and I'm sure the prop director had to fill it with cement.
Oh, I thought it was made out of aluminum.
In that day and age, it would have been cast iron.
Okay,
Still, that thing being fully loaded, it wouldn't have been enough to hold the weight of that cart.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm assuming they filled it with cement.
Yeah, because I was thinking aluminum. I'm guessing the whole cart is empty because we never do see the inside of it. And then that's probably cement filled. It's aluminum. Aluminum's a lot cheaper than cast iron.
Yeah. And not too difficult to make look like cast iron.
Yeah. So is that a new wheel, or did the other one actually break?
One, I'd assume it's a repaired wheel because it would have been a little much to fabricate a new one.
Oh, you never know if they had a spare or something. So you always want to have a spare. Oh. Alrighty, so apparently gathering wood, keep fire warm. And that's when he lets them off. They just nod at each other. So I wonder how long that kind of hello has been around, just nodding at each other as you pass by.
As long as there's been traveling.
Oh.
Just let you know I'm not going to rob you. You're not going to rob me. Keep going about your business.
All right. So this is when they see that the door's open, and John Boy's like, we may have forgotten a window, but he knows damn well that they locked the door. So they go in the bushes and they peek through the windows there, and they see that coming. So they get out and they go in the house. And they're gonna run off and call Sheriff Briggs. I got to play this. So is it? All right. Apparently, John's doing the plumbing for him, and he's doing a lot of work for him, telling how nice the people is around here. This guy comes from a city. Like, if he did not say he came from a city, could you tell who doesn't fit into this community very well? With this guy,
Yeah, he does stick out a little bit.
a little too much. So, and apparently he's had run-ins with Jimmy's there, or Gypsies before. He looks familiar for some reason.
I thought so too, but I didn't bother looking up who he was.
Oh, let's see. Volta, Zena, Kraska, Fresna, Sylvia, Matt Beckman, and William Bramley.
William Brimley?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why he looks familiar.
Bramley. What else did he play in? I can Google it too here. And you know how I am with names and actors, sir.
Yeah.
I got his ID.
Let's see.
Let's see. West Side Story. He was on Star Trek. One episode.
Oh, he was on Star Trek. He was in Outer Limits as well. Let's see if something that obvious that you would know. Adam, you don't know Adam 12.
He was a policeman in Star Trek, but I don't know. Outer Limits, I've heard of it. Oh, he is Boss Bowman in Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh yeah, you'd know something like that, wouldn't you?
He played Jed Feenley in Little House of the Prairie for one episode. So he's in one episode of Dukes of Hazzard, one episode of Little House of the. He had bit parts. He's a bit part.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Cheerleaders. Petrocelli, The Last Day. Let's see what else. Gunsmoke. He was in 10 episodes of Gunsmoke. That might be it. apparently this is the only episode we get of him in. Oh, he's in 4 episodes of Bonanza. Holy shit, he's in a lot of shit, but just bit pieces. 1 episode.
Gunpoint.
Yeah.
There's a couple of notable stuff, mainly Western.
Yeah. But I want to know what episode of, let's see. Let's see if I can get this, the Star Trek episode. Okay. Well, he passed away at 85 at relatively or in 1985.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Bread and Circuses. That's what. Okay, he was the lead policeman in Bread and Circuses. Okay. Alrighty. So they come in. They tell him that someone broke into the Baldwin place. He immediately wants to grab form a posse and acts like, let Sheriff Briggs handle this. You know, come on, just you and me and a couple other guys. We'll form a posse and go and. No, they couldn't.
He's forgetting what century it is, even for them.
Yeah. It's amazing how Sheriff Briggs is always in his office. Unless the police,
what else is he gonna do? Sheriff Briggs, probably sheriff of 50 square miles, 100 square miles. He probably has less than 200 people that he has to be responsible for.
Yeah. He's either at Ike's or he's at his office. Then apparently, so Sheriff Briggs asks if they're still there, and they all hop in because apparently he's a taxi service now. The one guy wants to go with them as backup, the other two want to kind of it's their job to keep an eye on the thing. So they're trying to smooth the baby when they pull up. And Sheriff Briggs tries to talk to him, and he does what he has to do for his family, which is what you got to do. Everybody goes, but you're breaking off and entering. This guy wasn't helping. He was just kept interjecting, being a racist asshole to him. Which the sheriff should have arrested him for obstructing an investigation. Because they flat out admitted they broke into the house, but Jason went in there. It's just a little messy, nothing stolen, it's something easily clean up and be on their way.
Yeah, they're very generous with the behavior.
Yeah, I think that this guy kind of knew, like, we keep to ourselves, we do not take nothing, they ask for nothing, and we take nothing. You know?
That's half right.
Yeah, we ask for nothing, we take nothing. That way they have no excuse for anything.
And as I said, that's generally half right.
Yeah. And he just told them there's a storm coming and he had the shelter because apparently their thing's leaking and they broke a wheel. And that guy's just being more of an asshole. And this is when John Boy interjects and speaking on behalf of the family there, he goes, well, they can camp out at our place while they fix their wagon. And you could just... Yeah, I wonder, as many people as like John Boy invites home like this, I wonder if Olivia's ears just starts twitching or itching and going, son of a bitch, John Boy just invited another damn person to this house.
Well, if he wasn't going to do it, John was going to do it.
Yeah. No,
And
but I
that's why
wouldn't.
there was no objections because everyone knew that if John Boy didn't do that, the, his father would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah. No, but I'm pretty sure her ear starts itching every time John Boy invites someone home. So they take him up on that offer. So he got him home, and I'm guessing Jason runs off ahead and tells him that the gypsies are coming. The gypsies are coming. No, he ran into into the sheriff and Matt Birds, and they told him. And I'm pretty sure Jason already had. And Grandma's not too happy about it. Uh, that there's all the rumors that Mary Ellen wanted to run off with them, and Olivia's like, just let him abduct you. So, so they camp, they park you right there. And they said they'll fix it and they'll be on their way. All the interjections again. All right. And yeah, John just being nice, going, any Jules you need, just let us know. But they wouldn't even let Grandma take a look at them because apparently
Yes,
they're real
very
proud
distrusting
people.
of others.
Well, they're treated like shit everywhere they go. Would you trust people?
No, but their distrust comes first. Actually, from what I've seen, the nicer and more welcoming and whatnot you are, like the Waltons are, the more distrusting they are. It's just some sort of baked in paranoia.
Yeah. So let's see. And then he says he couldn't just leave them there. Maybe that because with a sick child and getting arrested. Because Sheriff Briggs doesn't have enough room for 5 people plus a sick baby.
Probably not. He probably has one cell, and that's usually for the drunks.
Probably for what's his face that comes around occasionally.
Yeah,
Yancey. It's probably reserved for
yeah.
Yancey. Yet, they should probably mark on the Yancey probably marks on the wall how many times he's been in that cell. Grandma offers them some eggs, and they're like, "We take nothing, or we ask for nothing, we take nothing." They won't even take the extra pie she made. Then he comes to swinging the tire, but he comes to come swing on the tire because he's never seen one before. I'm guessing. And then they go. This kid they must work this kid a lot because they sent them out to the
Yep.
woods to get firewood, even though they said they could have some. Here they are. They're fixing their stuff. John Boy's just starting to start up a conversation. Too bad I can't play some of this stuff. This was some really good stuff, I thought. Then they're playing their Romanian music out there. Some real unique music. I like this music. I gotta say I do like that music that they do have. The
It's
the
okay.
Bulgarian music.
Yeah,
It's like,
Romanian, Bulgarian, the
yeah,
Ural mountain areas.
yeah, has a nice unique sound to it. Then Grandma and them are bickering because they want to help that baby, but they won't let him take it, help him out. So let's see. Then this is where Mary Ellen tells him he wants to ask him where they're from. They go, yeah, never heard of it. Try me, I'm good at geography. And then Bulgaria. That's right next to Germany, ain't it?
That is just south of Romania.
Oh, just south of Romania, okay. I was in the general region. I was close.
Considering how small Europe is in general, close enough.
Yeah. Because, wait, well, the geography's changed since World War II because we decided to split up these damn countries. It's the Czech Republic, then Slovakia, then Romania, then to the south, for the farthest south there is Bulgaria, then it goes Greece and Turkey, doesn't it?
Greece and then Turkey, I believe, is east of that.
Yeah, then there's a bunch of microstates in there.
Yeah, there's the stands, which the closest thing to civilization they've ever seen was the Soviet Union.
No, the stands are further east than Turkey. No, I'm talking about like Croatia and what's that other one that decided to slaughter everybody?
Yugoslavia?
Oh, that's in there too.
That's I don't believe that's around anymore.
Let's see. I'm pulling up a map now because that's the background information. It's a lot. Okay, no, Turkey's the east there, but underneath their Bulgaria, there's Serbia, Kosovo, North Macedonia, which I don't think they need the North in there anymore because regular Macedonia don't exist anymore. Then you got Albania, Slovenia. Yeah, there's all these microstates in there.
Makes you long for the days of empire when you didn't have to remember so much geography.
Holy shit, Armenia is around. It's
good for them.
Yeah, because it's between Turkey, which for some reason on this map is spelled really freaking weird. Yeah, on the map I got here, it's spelled T, that U with the top two dots above, RKIYE.
That's probably Eastern. Or Russian.
No, that's
alphabet.
I think that's Arabic. No wait, Arabic's a spaghetti alphabet. It isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit more. That's probably more of the Eastern European English Russian translation of Russian or some other Eastern European.
Yeah, all the stands are on the other side of the Caspian Sea there. But Armenia, that's in between Georgia, Azerbaijan, Bajan, and Turkey, just north of Iraq. Okay. I thought there was a lot more microstates than that there though in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, that varies from depending if there's a Russian oligarch wanting to expand his territory or not.
And I also think this might be a bad map too.
And to be fair to all those microstates, let's be honest, they have about as much independence as Puerto Rico does to the United States.
Well, they're all considered part of NATO, where they'll supply one damn troop, one damn soldier.
Not even that.
Well
they provide moral support. They have no money, they have no supplies, they have no troops. They barely have police forces.
Yeah, we got to be the cannon fodder to protect them.
When in all rights and logic, they're not even European. They have no business being in NATO.
Okay, Slovakia is north of Hungary. And yeah, this is a really bad map because you got to go southeast and then there's the Czech Republic, but this is spelled Czechia, then Slovakia,
yeah.
Then it's just north. That's just north of Austria. Then there's a dinky little town of Liechtenstein that claims to be a country. But apparently, looks like Luxembourg is bigger than Liechtenstein. How did it become its own? Apparently, Monaco is its own damn country. I thought that was a town. Well, then I think
Well,
Vatican.
that's pretty much right too.
Yeah, Vatican City is bigger than Andorra. Dora. That's smuggled between France and Spain. There. Wonder how the hell that became a country. I swear, Vatican City must be bigger than that.
500 years of political infighting and the breakup of the Holy Roman Empire. When Napoleon destroyed the Holy Roman Empire, things were not really coordinated very well. Pretty much 99% of the political problems and all these little microstates and whatnot, you can trace back to it being Napoleon's fault.
Well, you got the Napoleonic Wars, the 7 Years' War, World War One, World War Two, the Cold War. So yeah,
And they all started with Napoleon.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the episode here. So there's your geography lesson for today. Let's see if I can get you this.
We take nothing.
Oh. See, you wanted to take it, but
Yeah.
We ask nothing. We take nothing.
I do love the accent when they say that, though. There's just something about the accent. So she brings them some vegetable stew, because you know they're too good for some beef stew. They're not gonna give away beef stew. And then doesn't even say thank you. Then this guy is talking a bunch of shit about the gypsies there, and Ike's defending them. Just helping them get the hell out of here. That's all they're doing. All in the presence of John. I think he's trying to persuade John Boy to get, like, not directly talk to him, but try to persuade John Boy to, do what you have to do. Hint, hint.
Sort of. John Boy's just there to overhear the conversation for story purposes.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's talking about all the different diseases there. And John Boy gives him a piece of his mind. Then he's all pissed off, and then they're giving him a bunch of stuff there because he's looking so mad. They think so. They're giving joking that must be some good news. FDR says the depression's over. We all get 40 acres of. Oh, this was pretty funny here. But
FDR wouldn't know what an acre was if it was written down for him.
Yeah. And here, John Boy just pretty much flat out says he wanted to punch what's his face in the face, Matt in the face. And here, what's his name? I got too many tabs here. Let's see, there's Volta, Xenia. I'm guessing that was Volta. He gets all pissed off about her taking the vegetable soup because he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to seem like he's depending on him. He's supplying the food, He takes care of his family, because he doesn't want to be in debt to him. Is what it is.
Yeah.
It was good. And John Boy, he's kind of sad. He wants to learn about him. He wants to go sit down by the fire, but he knows he can't. I didn't get the impression that the music was sad. Did you?
I don't know. Most of that stuff has a bass tone of rather depressing, which is fitting because they come from a rather depressing part of the world.
Yeah. Well, years of being trampled on by other empires will do that to you. Your grandma wants to come take the baby there and take care of him. They're trying to talk sense into him. Apparently, they're looking for some kind of root. The old lady is looking for him.
A route that probably does not exist in North America.
Yeah. Then apparently Sheriff Briggs comes by. What's his face? They're Matt is accusing their dog of running off with their fox, but he's probably too drunk or killing 3 of his chickens there. But that guy's probably so drunk he can't recognize a dog and a fox. And they're taking his side, but then they're talking. They think the baby has influenza. That's what it was. You can tell he's kind of getting tired of all this. Oh, this is when the baby stopped breathing.
Yeah.
And Grandma's like, I'm afraid this was gonna happen. She just takes the baby and goes, go in the house, and she goes, I'm not gonna have any of this mumbo jumbo. I'll take care of the damn baby. Yeah, apparently they think that they killed Gypsy babies, and finally Volta's just like, just shut up.
Well, yeah, he has no more options.
Yeah. So
And in the old woman's defense, seeing if she's about 80 or give or take 50 years ago, 60 years ago, yeah, the Russians were killing gypsy babies, gypsy adults, basically any gypsy they saw.
Yeah.
Along with pretty much anyone else they didn't like.
Yeah. Now I don't know what this hot towel and this hot water is supposed to do. I guess it thins out the molecules so it helps the baby breathe or clears up the mucus.
Yeah, it clears out the nasal passage. It's sort of like a steamer or a vaporizer.
Yeah. Then they went and grabbed the Vicks. The menthol cream, which I'm pretty sure turned into Vicks. Or Vicks stole the recipe.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, it's helping clear up the nasal. It's helping the babies there survive. And they're thanking them. They talk about what their plan is going to be. This is when the dog starts rambling around the chicken coop. So they pretty much grab the shotguns. So they grab the shotguns and go hunting. They were going to shoot the dog because it's sitting there barking, But, what's the young boy's name? I'm guessing that would be Zelvia or Zelvi. Zvelli. It's Zvelei.
The boy. I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Yeah. Okay.
I substitute that with foreign or that guy.
That boy?
Yeah.
The son.
I'm not going to try to learn that.
So, yeah. So
I am Anglican. It is your job to adapt to me, not vice versa.
Yeah. So, anyhow, he pushes his dad's shotgun away and he goes and puts himself in, he protects himself from the dog. And they found the fox. The dog got the fox. And then they're all, oh man, they saved him. So the babies are all right. They're all happy.
It's a shame they're going to have to shoot that dog anyway. He has rabies now.
No, I don't think they'll shoot the dog. Unless it starts foaming. but he wants to give him some. I don't know what that ring is that he's tried giving John.
It's probably just copper.
Oh, well, it had a design on it. Oh,
Yeah, and probably has personal value, but any intrinsic value, it's just a hunk of metal.
okay, that's when John's like, "We take nothing, and we ask nothing, we take nothing." And he tells them they're good folks and they're on their way. Blah blah blah. And apparently, Marianne wants to sleep on the floor because she's a gypsy. All right, now to the epilogue. They might have come from a different planet, but they touched our lives briefly, and then in my mind went on in some gaudy, mysterious, and wonderful world. Nearly 30 years have passed, but still those days are bright in my memory. I can still hear the scratch of my pen as I record all that wander, the costly patter of rain on the roof, and our voices just before going to sleep as we call one last drowsy message.
That was a form ending. That
A
wasn't
what?
written particularly for this episode.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, that's just something they had as filler
Oh,
because they
okay.
didn't mention any details about the episode.
I gotcha.
I
So
wouldn't be
what do you?
surprised if they reused that a couple of times.
Okay. So what do you think of the episode?
Except for the very, very generous uh, way they portrayed the gypsies. Mm, average.
So like a
So
B, my
yeah,
B.
B minus. Yeah, B minus.
Okay. Well, I really enjoyed this episode. So here, yeah, they're really generous with the gypsies, but I like the interactions like that Matt had with them trying to tell them how bad they were, and the Waltons are just being the Waltons, generous, and kind of showed like the Romanian side, and we had the old urban legend
Not Romanian.
or Bulgarian,
Gypsy. Gypsy.
Bulgarian,
They're not
or Gypsy.
considered Bulgarian or Romanian. They're separate culturally.
Okay, okay, well, you got to see the better side of the Gypsies, No, they could have probably portrayed them a little bit more law breaking, but you know, they're just trying to take care of themselves there. I'm gonna give it a B plus.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. So our next episode will be The Deed. The Walton family discovered that their land has never been registered, and now a lumber company wants to build on it.
You
So
think I was bad towards the Gypsies? Well, until I get a hold of that damn lumber company in the state of West Virginia, or
yeah, go
Virginia,
for
or
it.
wherever the hell they are.
Yeah, let them. I'll let you unleash. You can unleash on that one all you want. All right. Now we got a two-parter coming up here in a few weeks. Do you want to cover it as one story or two stories?
We can probably do it as one.
Okay, because it's an Easter story.
Okay.
Okay, I remember this episode. But yeah, that's gonna be in 5 weeks, or it's 5 episodes from now. This is the first one parter,
Okay.
and then let's see season 2. Then it goes back to episodic. We could probably do for their two parters, just condense them into one, because it's all one story.
Yeah, they're pretty basic stories, so it should go through pretty smoothly.
Yeah. Alrighty. So what do you got going on this week?
Tomorrow, An American Tale on Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, and that's Filfio
Fifel.
Feifel. All right, as for me, I might do a gaming stream tonight. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see how the weather holds up. I might have a fire. I don't know yet. Otherwise, Babylon 5 tomorrow. Then on Sunday there we got the Top Secret, I believe it is. Then after that it's up in the air for now. So with that, I'm gonna end it. You guys have a good night and remember to be a girl.